And we're live! Hello all, and welcome back to the Invictus stream. My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and I'm here once again with the amazing, the incomparable Mr. James Schwartz.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, listen to that crowd. We are, of course, joined, as always, by my lady love, Ms. Jo Fallak. You? Guest starring with us tonight is the one and only Mr. Gary Furlong.
Good day to you.
And of course, my brother, Mr. Alex Gunter.
Hi, thanks.
And we are here tonight with the one, the only, the return of the Powell Twins in the secret lost pirate mystery of Great Red Beard's Island Treasure Cove.
Man, I loved this book when I was growing up.
Yeah, this is one of those series of books that just keep on giving.
You need a 5th level reading comprehension just to get through the title.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, welcome back.
Pirate mystery.
If you're wondering why the Powell Twins sound familiar, it's because you're having a stroke. This is not a sequel. This is the first time we've done it. But welcome. This is, of course, the Invictus
It's actually the
stream.
first I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, there you go. This is a one-shot we're going to be doing tonight, and every Wednesday at 8 o'clock we do role-playing games. Although we didn't last week, but we did 2 weeks ago. And
Most Wednesdays.
Every single second Wednesday.
Single Wednesday. Well, we took off last week because last Wednesday
We had a very important announcement.
Yeah, Invictus Con.
Wolfhorn.
Yeah. Invictus Con is coming back March 15th, 16th, 25th, 26th, and 27th.
Yeah, of March.
Check it out. It's going to be a blast. We have the announcement video in the YouTube channel, as well as the Discord. You can find all the information. Or you can go to diceshamepodcast.com/InvictusCon, which is spelled like Invictus with a C-O-N on the end.
If you are a GM, if you want to run games during InvictusCon, you have one more week to sign up to run games. So get thee to our website and fill in the form.
Get thee to a nunnery! You're going to have fun.
To the
I
website.
swear it. It's going to be a good time, so make sure you check it out. We're going to have a lot of laughs. Beyond that, we got a new episode of Dimension Door out today. Is it Shevid Fate or Dimension Door OG?
We're actually taking a break this week. Our editor needed a vacation, so no new Dimension Door this week.
I love that.
Go fill your ear holes with other stuff.
Shove that new stuff into your ear holes.
Or catch up on old Dimension
I
Door.
was just about to say, or
catch up on
catch
old
up.
Dimension Door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or re-listen.
We also got a new episode of Dice Shame coming out tomorrow at 1:20 a.m. Eastern, as we always release.
That.
Yeah, episode
123?
123, I
I wanna
think.
say
1, 2, 3, baby. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. This is the one we were open with Jackson 5. And then we got
5.
a new episode. Now, if you are a Patreon supporter, and if you're not, you should consider being one. But we got a new chapter of Malevolent coming out a week today at 7 a.m. It is chapter 100.
Join the Discord.
Oh!
Our
Wow,
patrons are
congratulations.
burning the goddamn place to the ground.
Going crazy.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a great time to join. If you're curious about what the hell's going on, just ask them. They have my permission to tell the public what's going on. So, without not too many details, but sort of the rough justice of what they're going through. Beyond that, Gary, what you got working on? I know you got a Facebook group. Everyone go to Gary's Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I made a Facebook group and I'm trying to be like a more responsible social mediaist, and
Yeah.
it's stressing me out. I 3D printed some dice though; they're big.
Oh, let's see.
I
Give
love
us
That's
a
about it. Look at the size of this D6. I mean, I know it's all white. It's been blown out with the highlights. It's massive.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Look,
Ugh!
it's like near
Hey
the size
Gary,
of your head.
what's your Facebook group?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's this Gary Furlong VO.
Facebook.com.
And the VO stands
/
for
Gary.
Very
Vo.
ordinary.
Oh, not
Yes.
true. That's not true.
I just post really normal stuff like today for dinner we're having peas and mashed potatoes. We don't have meat
Virtually-
today.
I don't think that's
virtually
the URL. Let me
obsolete.
check.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, it is you. Oh no, it's your friend. It's not your group. Here, but you got that here. But this is I'm gonna keep that just because now people can add you as a friend on Facebook because that's your correct Facebook thing. But here's your group. So
Look at that. Thank you so much.
Can you click on that?
yeah, click on that. But not with your mouse, everyone. With
your
you have to
finger.
use your finger on the
Click
screen.
on it with your heart.
You just reach out.
Print this screen and then you
Mail it off.
James, where's the
grandparent.
computer you're looking at? You're like looking up here
So
to try to
okay,
find.
so that's where my
I've
top
been there,
monitor
James.
is.
That's
Oh my
great.
God.
Whoa.
This is where my regular monitor is.
Why?
I used to have
You
a
see
monitor
me
off to the
looking up.
side.
Well, I tried. So I had that,
It's checking
but
your
my
stock
desk is
options.
too small, and I didn't have room for like. My workflow gets very complicated. I
You
have
know what?
my 2 monitors.
James works at
I
James works
have-
at the airport. He's just
Mhm.
checking, when the flights are
Kind
coming.
of.
Departures.
There's just no
Workflow.
roof
That is
on it
100%
on the
my
house. Like
workflow.
plane.
He's
One
got-
coming.
He's got like a cat tree and just Nova's up there.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
just chilling up there, being a good dog.
In the cat tree?
Yeah.
And the
He
cat tree.
climbs.
Oh yeah,
Not a
Spider
dogs like to
climb.
climb too. It's not just for cats.
Not just for cats anymore. Climbing. It's now for dogs too.
That's right.
Not just for cats.
Not just
Don't
for
tell the
cats.
dogs.
Also on Saturday we raised some money for a friend of ours.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Aaron Acevedo and Janine Acevedo. Thanks again to Gary and I keep wanting to call you Jimmy because it says it right there, but James.
Oh, Jimmy Williams.
Chester and
Oh,
Jimmy.
who helped us, Mary?
That was so much
Basically,
fun.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
good.
it was a lot of fun. We streamed some games for a good cause. If you have the means, consider supporting our friends. They are in the need for it. I don't have the link, but the GoFundMe link is. You can find it. It's on the video just before this one,
That's right. Go back one video, watch that.
and then click the link.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much to everyone who donated and everyone
Yeah,
who came
thanks
and
to
hung out.
Erica and Justin.
That's nice.
Thank
Not
you so
Alex.
much to Gary for.
Everyone way here, but not Alex.
Gary took on the role of new Erica in Dread Hunger, which
Oh.
was always be the thrall no matter what.
Without
And
knowing any
not know
controls.
how to do it.
Yes. Although, yeah, you did fantastically well, and you roleplayed.
I just spent the entire time pretending I was some sort of dark friend, like from the Wheel of Time. It's like the dark one shall take you.
I
That's
loved
perfect.
it. It was,
It was
so
good.
good.
It was good.
It was a blast.
Not even hiding the darkness.
That is a giant
Embracing.
fucking cup of tea.
It is.
It's massive. I got the biggest one I could get. What it says? Messy, but getting stuff done.
Ooh,
Oh, that's nice.
Ain't that
Some
That's
sort
my
of.
life
Are you sure you're
motto.
not just holding up close to the screen? Like, look at the size of this can of beer.
Look
It's
at the size of this cup compared to my body.
like- this can of beer is like the size of my head.
Yeah, I'm really strong.
perspective?
I'll just take a sip of this.
Oh my god, Alex, that beer is so tiny. Alex, you're not.
Yeah,
It's
you'll
gonna be
eat
like
the
one
can.
thumbnail of beer. Do it. I want to see you try to drink it.
Dedication.
No gag, like a forced perspective gag. That's some good shit.
I don't know why that gets me. It's so clearly
Yeah.
just forced perspective. I love it. Yeah. Anyway,
Right back.
yeah, we got
Stupid.
a lot of new stuff coming out. Dice Shame, as I mentioned, and then Malevolent is coming out publicly probably at the end of this month. So check that out. And then beyond that, InvictusCon we just mentioned. Is there anything else coming up that we need to talk about? I don't think
Whenever
so.
we stream, I just have to blow my nose, like all the time. Right when we start streaming.
Here, I'll
Have
zoom.
All
Do
that.
you want me to zoom in
All
on
those
you?
nose drugs you do
Yeah,
right
you
before the
should-
stream.
Really get stuck
need
into
some-
the nostrils.
some-
you know?
Valium
Oh.
Get right up there. I'm so sorry.
My apologies. Yeah, actually, I started doing a new Let's Play with a show called a game called Sucker for Love. It's a Cthulhu dating sim.
It's a great game.
Wow.
I haven't. It was gifted to me, and I thought, well, what better than basically what Malevolent is, which is a dating podcast, sort of. So I'm streaming that in real bite-sized chunks, half-hour chunks. So we're gonna try that. So check that out.
And you were like, am I supposed to watch the Elder God when she takes a shower?
Yeah, I wasn't
don't
sure if I was supposed
know.
to, because they're like, don't watch me while I'm showering. And I was like, that means she wants it. That means she wants me to. I mean, if we're dating under the pretense of being, in a relationship, it
Don't watch me while I'm showering.
Exactly. Versus like, going to the public restrooms and being like, don't watch me pee.
Dude, don't watch me while I'm showering.
Exactly. Like what Gary and I did the other day.
Well, howdy. It's our friend Chic.
Yeah, check out, I did a voice on the Town Whispers latest episode, season 2, episode 1. Check that out.
Check it out.
And I'm also doing a voice on Whichever Path, the horror podcast. If you like that, check that out. And I'm doing a voice on Dice Tower Theater. My episodes are coming out pretty soon, too. A lot of guest spots are lining up for me right now, so I'm excited about that.
Everything's coming up, Harlan.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. And
Alex, what do you have going on?
I swear.
Alex, really.
What's going on with you?
Oh, I've got some huge projects. I plan on sitting at home, catching up on my dice shame.
Oh wait, sorry. What'd you say about dice shame?
Catching up on my dice shame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think I'm on episode 109.
Hey Alex, pop quiz. What does it mean if you roll a natural 20? Well, what do you get to roll?
Oh, you get two. You get
It's already.
you get advantage on your roll.
No. If
That's wrong. That's totally wrong.
A critical win.
Yeah.
Critical win. That is.
And if you do that, then you get.
so you're rolling to attack, and you get a natural 20. What do you do? What do you get to roll?
DM has to give you money.
Double my damage.
Hey!
He's got it.
Did it.
You fucking did it. I'm proud of you.
Team Awesome Boys.
All right. Anyway, that's fine.
Oh, thank you
Cool.
for your support.
Oh, look at them. Oh, poor Alex. Don't pity him. Don't pity him. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I gotta find where that chat is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna tag you.
I feel so lost.
nah, you're
I'd
fine.
like
All
to
right.
dick pal but torn nations.
Date.
Just have to say
You
that.
guys are going southern?
My
We'll figure it
golly
out.
goodness.
No.
There, I just tagged you.
Joe.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, without further ado, I suppose we should start this shenanigans.
Let's do
Oh
it.
God, did you do credits?
I always do credits.
I love
They're
it.
not very good.
Credits were
I
the
love
best.
This is
it.
admittedly
You
it's
say
probably
that.
my worst. No, but like legitimately. Yeah, last time
Wait,
was
can
so
we watch
good.
Bagrat of Wolf
I
Mountain?
removed
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
Should we watch it again? I
Yes.
can re-upload it.
Can we?
Okay, before we do, what the hell did I call that thing? The bag rat. Okay, so before we do the credits for Powell Twins Mystery, we'll watch the credits for last week's game,
So
the bag
good.
rat of Wolf Mountain. Only because
Oh.
James and Alex didn't see it. And,
So good.
So we're gonna
it made
watch
no sense.
last week's intro. Let's
Yeah, and then
It's,
and then
prob-
we'll
it's
cut back
really
and then we'll
scary.
do it.
Like
very-
genuinely
It's
scary.
pretty good. Here we
let's roll last week's intro.
Well, this
Tasmanian
week,
Devil, isn't it?
this week's is
good.
yeah, but there's no other. It's just a big rat, right? It had to be there.
That is fucking hilarious.
Anyway, so
This is scary.
this credits are not as good. I genuinely, I always try to think of a theme for the credits, but tonight's theme is so nothing that the credits are kind of nothing. So don't get too excited. But anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado,
Let's do this.
the secret lost pirate mystery of Great Redbeard's Island Treasure Cove. It's a lazy July morning. Few hours from home, out in a boat, on Scuttle Bay. The fish are biting, and the warm summer breeze seems to tickle the back of your neck. You and your twin brother sit next to your dad, the famous detective, Sandy Powell. With a warm smile, he reaches into the cooler, hands you and your brother another cold bottle of Coke, and grabs another beer for himself. It's nice to be out with you boys, he says, as he cracks the last brew in his 12-pack. I know it's been tough since your mother died, he says, before pausing and draining the can, putting it next to the other 11 empties. But I'm glad we have each other. Oh, look, he says, and stands up, pointing to an island in the distance. You boys remember that? That's Redbeard's Island. Can never really crack that one, he says, sitting down, barely able to stand. He puts a hand on each of your shoulders, Dick and Chester. The two of you boys are my life. I hope you know that.
Yes, Father.
Chester, you take right after your mom, speaking with that British accent and all. And Dick...
British accent? Just copied Mother.
Well, yeah. And what about you, Dick? What the hell do you sound like?
He's 11 in, Dick. He always forgets.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, Dick, he says, and puts his hand off you, wiping it on his shirt.
You know,
Yeah.
one day, you, me, and Chester, we're going to tackle that island.
Indubitably.
No, you dumb kids. No. That was one of my cases. And he stands back up, trying to steady himself. Sorry, 12 beers in. Yeah, it was a... Supposedly there's a treasure on that there island, he says, looking off to the setting sun. A man hired me once to try to find it, but... didn't turn out. And pawning the map to your friend's father, actually. You know, that girl we live next door to. Laura.
Laura?
Yes, Laura.
Yeah. Funny how those things are. Redbeard's Island. You know, some say it's haunted by the ghost of Redbeard. And he tickles the back of your neck, Chester. A little boy. You and me.
Father.
Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle.
You're
He
much
takes his
bigger than me,
shirt off.
Father. I can never beat you. You know I can't. Father, no. Oh, God. All right. Bloody hell. Chester will pick up like a big rock just in case, but I'm going to get him this time.
You piece of shit. He sits back down. Yeah.
Father forfeited. I win.
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
envied the relationship that Chester had with our father. I always
The voice
admired that.
It's like
Yeah, there's like an
many,
old
many years
voiceover
later.
for some reason. Yeah. For real. And then he like looks out to the setting sun, shakes his beer can, throws it with the other empties. Anyway, we got a long drive ahead of us. He says, burping, a familiar beery smell. Let's get back home. And he turns to you and he's like, Dick, you can drive. And as the warm summer sets and the memory fades from view, a loud sound wakes you two from your bunk beds. That day on Scuttle Bay was months ago, since your father has been buried in work. And what's more, he isn't home. Yet the clatter from downstairs, a sound of struggling, wakes you. I imagine Dick and Chester both sitting up, and Jimmy, sleeping over on the floor at the foot, sits up as well. A loud bang comes from downstairs. Lightning erupts through the window, and you hear the pitter-patter of rain on the roof.
Chester, Jimmy, did you hear that?
I did. Jimmy, are you warm down there? I know we could only give you a bath towel, but no blankets. Sorry.
I'm fine.
That's great. Did you hear that sound down there?
He's fine.
Downstairs.
Yeah, I sure did. It's probably
Right.
a burglar or maybe
Okay.
just a cat who snuck in. I don't know.
Dick, do we still have the knives up here under the pillows?
Yeah, we do.
Knives? What do you mean? You guys have knives under your pillows?
Self-defense is very important, Jimmy.
Did you put a pillow? Did you put a knife under my pillow?
You don't have a pillow, Jimmy. That's just my school bag. It's the softest thing I could
That's
find in
right.
the wardrobe.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
a
no,
perfect
it's-
square of like books stacked on top of each other, and you're like, oh,
I
yeah. I
Garbage
feel like
bag.
the three of you sort of wake up. The room is dark. You know, it's being illuminated by strikes of lightning every once in a while. Dick and Chester sitting on their custom-made bunk beds, which are closer together. Like the average bunk bed has a space, but you guys, I think Dick likes sleeping in like coffin-esque space. And the two
It's a
of you
bunk
are
bed
sort
on
of
like
sitting-
a
Even,
cruise
like-
ship or a tour bus. It's just,
exactly.
like,
Yeah, it's like really
just enough
crammed
room
together.
to be sideways, and that's it.
Dick
Yeah.
rolls out of the bottom bunk, unable to sit up. So he leaps towards the door of the bedroom and gets on his hands and knees on the floor and looks under the crack of the door.
Yeah.
Smelling. He smells. I don't
Yeah.
see anything, Chester.
Do you smell anything?
I'm not
I'll come
sure.
help. I'll come help.
Yeah, no, you smell.
I'd
you
like
don't
to
smell
roll.
anything.
I want to
give me a
roll.
roll.
Can we
Give me a
roll?
roll.
Let's do
That's
it.
what we
Let's
do
do it.
here.
Can I lend the help action to give advantage?
Absolutely.
I'm helping you.
Chester leaps on my back, and in a
Yeah.
very twin brotherly way, we both
What do you
our
smell?
noses side by side together, smelling.
Yeah, double noses.
I rolled a
one nostril
12.
each. 12?
And then I'm rolling advantage. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12.
Okay.
Twins.
Yeah, twins
It was
give you
a
double
set.
12s. Yeah, the two of you have half a nostril each, but you kind of give a good sniff under the door. And you do smell sort of like a burning smell. It smells like something was maybe extinguished, something was on fire.
Oh, something.
That's not
Jimmy, I kind of imagine you're sitting back watching the twins on top of each other, like at the door.
Yeah.
And what do the twins look like too? And then what does Jimmy look like? Dick, what do you look like?
Oh, Dick Powell is a skinny white American, brown hair, blue eyes. I don't know, lanky 13-year-old, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm picturing you
Chester
with
is
like
exactly the same in every single conceivable way.
In fact, it's just a melding of Gary and mine's face.
But I picture you both have the haircut
Half a beard.
that Anton Sugar has in No Country for Old Men. Like you have like the weird
Oh yeah.
sort of like for some reason you both have that
Okay,
like Dutch
sure.
boy haircut. Perfect. Jimmy, what do you look
Jimmy has like perfectly combed and slicked hair on his head. just always
Yes,
at all
yes,
moments of the
yes.
day.
Yeah.
And he also just woke up, but he is still wearing his glasses. He still has those, just constant. Head never changes. Everything else subject to change depending on the situation. But he's a little bit shorter, a little bit more
Picture
filled
perfect.
out. He definitely has a little bit of muscle on him and can definitely probably take a hit, which is why he's survived these adventures for so long. He
Yeah,
has an
that's right.
amazing
Durable.
constitution.
Yeah, very, very durable.
I imagine
Yeah.
Jimmy's sitting up and like putting his shirt back on, like sleeping with his shirt, and you see all the scars from like all the other adventures that the boys have taken him on. There's like a bullet wound. He's like 13 and it's like a bubblegum over like scar. He's got like his abdomen as if he's been like bisected at one point and like burn marks on his shoulder. He's just like gets dressed.
Yep.
Dick
That's Jimmy.
Dick sits up and he takes his fist and he pounds it against a specific spot on the wall, and a floorboard pops open, and there's
Yeah.
a bunch of like tools and
Adventuring
weapons.
gear. Yeah, there's like two flashlights, identical except one's red and one's blue.
Chester,
And, yeah.
and he grabs
yes.
the blue flashlight and tosses it to you.
Cool. I'll take the floorboard and give it to Jimmy. Be like,
Yeah.
just in case.
Thanks.
You are the
Thanks,
muscle
Chester.
after all.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
the-
your way.
I'm the muscle.
Jimmy's like a good foot shorter than all both of them.
Yeah.
Chester and I are like putting like a belt on with like all
Various
these like
pockets and
tools
stuff.
and weapons and stuff, and Jimmy gets a floorboard.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. You open the door and slowly creep out into the hall. The hallway is filled with the blue light of the moon. Bright flashes of lightning sort of illuminate the dark. Almost you see like the drapes in the hallway moving with each gust of wind as the three of you sort of begin moving down the hall. Step by step you creak. And as you maybe reach the third step from the bottom, Jimmy, who I imagine's in the lead, you feel wet, And you notice as you sort of look up that the front door is wide open.
Oh, geez, guys, the door's open.
Dick looks at Chestern, which is what I call you, even though it's Chester N. Chestern.
Yeah, it's like we just worded that. Like, it's Chester Nathaniel, but yeah, I like Cheston.
I look at you and we do our move where like it's like a leapfrog, like you hop over my back, I hop over your back, and then we're on either side of Jimmy. You know, it's like this like preparedness.
Somersault.
We have different poses, but we're equally coordinated. Like my right hand up, our left hand is up.
Yeah, something to do.
Perfect.
Like
yeah,
sort of thing.
and you see, give me a roll, Chestern.
It's gonna be a slick 5.
Yeah, you see that there are wet footsteps leading from the front door to the kitchen area.
Oh
And
yeah, I'm gonna do
Jimmy,
my
you sort
best.
of you peer past the front door through the rain and slick, just to see the tail end of some red lights pulling away.
I
Jimmy's
think
gonna
Dick would.
go over to the front door and close it and lock it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, adventure's over. We did it.
Dick looks down at one of the wet foot marks and he dabs his finger into it, and then he holds it up to his mouth and licks it, and then he passes his finger over to Chester.
Chester will like he'll sniff it, and then like instead of lick, he'll just kind of like yeah.
And we look at
Yeah.
each other with a knowing glance.
And
Rubber
Chester will
sole.
point to the yeah
Yeah,
rubber
it
sole.
is. You can tell
Roughly a
it's a
size 12 perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Walking on grass earlier this evening, changed to asphalt, and
Yes.
then to dirt. And then the wood from the front steps, of course.
Yes, that makes sense.
It
That's
had
what I'm
to have
getting in
been.
that taste.
And then I'm gonna roll. Do we know who this is by the taste of the shoe?
Yeah, no, you give it your best taste. Unfortunately,
8.
you're not entirely sure.
So Chester will make everyone aware of the footprints he saw go into the kitchen with like some weird shorthand they've developed to be like,
And I picture Jimmy just sitting on the steps, like cleaning his glasses.
Yeah.
James. As there's like 5 minutes of us like
yeah.
Jimmy just walks
we
into
keep
the
getting it wrong. Like we're just like,
Yeah, and as you walk into the kitchen, immediately you notice 2 things. First, the burning smell. You see that a wet note that was previously burned lies on the counter, and beside it, a severed finger.
Chester picks up the finger, passes it to Dick.
Dick smells it and licks it. Dad?
It is.
Guys,
it is your
fathers.
dad's finger.
Guys, that's a finger. Why do you have a finger in your kitchen?
Oh,
It's
there's a
you know,
note,
keep
Chester.
it here. A note.
Look, Chester, Jimmy, read this. And I carefully unfold this wet note.
Yeah. And you notice that somebody tried to burn it, and yet, in your father's handwriting, you recognize the 2 words, despite how difficult his handwriting is. And you're pretty sure it says, Redbeard.
I'm pretty sure that says Redbeard, although it could be Rod Board.
Could be red beer. He drinks red beer, and the cans are red. Could he have just gone out for beer and he was chopping vegetables or something? You know how he is.
Chester, you might be onto something here. But
yes,
we can't rule it out. I think
definitely not.
we should investigate it just as though we were investigating any of our other adventures. Dad's
fully
gone
agree.
out for
Yeah,
vegetables.
The color
step one,
drains from
call the
Jimmy's
police.
face.
We call the police. Step 1, call the police.
And Chester takes like
go.
his dad's severed finger and just be like, Jimmy, come on. You know we never call the police. We are better than the police. Us three together, team. We can solve anything, Jimmy.
I don't know, guys. I've been talking to my therapist, and they said that it's really important that I establish
Yeah.
boundaries. And
sorry,
not
Jimmy.
do dangerous things that are meant for adults.
He was chopping. I'm getting onions. He was chopping. That's why you're feeling a bit queasy there, is it? The onions.
Oh.
No.
Of course. Jimmy, you're brilliant. And I grab the finger from Chestern, and there's a ring on the finger.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jimmy, you brilliant son of a gun. Well, of course. It's Pa's ring.
I love
He
how it's
wouldn't
like
have gone
callously
anywhere.
taken off. Like maybe you tossed the finger away.
Yeah.
Just into the kitchen sink.
Of course. He wouldn't have gone to the beer store without his ring.
You're exactly
Chestern.
right.
It says Redbeard.
It does. It says red. Jimmy, you are a genius. Well, then I think the path is clear.
Thanks, guys.
So you agree?
Thanks.
Let's not
What?
involve the police. That's a silly
No.
idea. I agree.
But
We'll
guys,
solve this ourselves. You, me, and Chestern. Yeah. And I put my hand in like we're doing our thing.
yeah.
Investigate on
Then
three.
you put the finger in as well too.
And when we go 1, 2, 3, away, the finger flies up in the air.
Yeah.
It's like the spinning fan.
Goes into the compost
Yeah.
garbage disposal.
Sugar. Do you think Pops will want that back? No. Will he?
no.
Probably not. Probably not. He left it here anyway, didn't he?
We've got his ring.
You've got his ring. That is the most important thing.
Here, here, Jimmy. You hold on to Dad's ring.
Thanks.
It's like still got blood on it, and like you're like holding it.
You know what this means? And I look over at Chestern and Jimmy. We're going to Laura's.
Yay! I don't.
Laura's like, how can we? I mean, I should really leave it up to you, Harlan, to do the narration at this
Yeah.
point.
I think the three of you go get dressed. I feel like Jimmy is like, there's like sort of a montage scene real quick where Jimmy's like, we don't hear him, but he's kind of like, bye, I'm going home. And you guys are like, no. And you pull him in and you
We
get
have like
dressed
a
and you're
separate bit
like,
of clothes for Jimmy, like in our
Yeah.
closet, like Jimmy's section.
exactly.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
you like pull over the first outfit and it's like this awesome, like blue suit. You pull over another one. There's like an awesome red little outfit. You pull over Jimmy's and it's like stained with blood and bullet holes and like grease and like from all the times that you
It's been torn and sewn and patched up so many times, and at a certain point, you just give up.
Exactly. Perfect. Yeah. So you get dressed and you head out just as the rain subsides, and head over to Laura Maples. You know Maples Antiques. It's a place that your dad frequents quite a bit. It's an old antique store that you know Laura and her family live above. Although at this point, Laura, your parents are out on vacation, and you're home alone when you hear the knock on your door.
I feel like we're like dancing up to the front door. There's like
We're
Dick
delighted about this.
and
Yeah.
Chestern. They're like doing a little jig up to the front door and
Mystery, 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 mystery.
I imagine you're
Dick
probably
and
not as
Chester
into it.
investigate. The DC investigations. They should write comics about us. We call it DC Comics.
Yeah. DC Comics, DC and DC and DC.
I open the door. Laura is this scrawny, kind of pre-adolescent. I mean, puberty has not yet sprinkled its magical dust on her. She's got like legs that just kind of, they're like this thin all the way down with like knees in the middle, you know. She's got bunny slippers on. She's holding the remote control. She's clearly just been watching TV. And she's like, oh, hey boys, what's up?
Laura!
Hey.
Laura, I was at their house and we were having a sleepover and it was really comfortable under a towel, even if you don't think that would be a good blanket. But anyway, we heard a noise and then we went downstairs and then we found a finger on the counter, Laura, a whole human finger.
Oh my god.
And that's when Chestern and I both in synchronicity go, "We've got a mystery!"
Police! I'll call the police. You guys stay right here.
No, there's no need for that.
There's no need for police.
now.
We're gonna solve a
Mystery!
And they push in past you, Laura, like walking on either side. I feel like as they do it, they like pull the phone line out of the wall and like walk into the kitchen and like
Just an
sit
inexplicable
down.
scissors, like, don't need that phone line.
Yeah, and
As
I feel
we-
like the four of you are sitting around like a table a few minutes later.
Well,
Laura
even
now
better.
in her like night
Yeah.
gear.
Yeah.
As we like enter, like Chester and I both go to like the different areas of this antique shop, pulling out old books. Like we know exactly the
Yeah.
books we're looking for.
Yes.
We're like gonna need this one, gonna
Yeah.
need this one.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Laura, Pa said that, and as I'm like flipping book, Pa said that he gave you guys a map.
But I feel
And
like there's
should
like Dick and Chester are like the energy in the detective squad, but neither of them can read. So like you like turn it
Still not
around and
very
like
good.
push it towards Laura because like she's like the oracle. Like
This is a cookbook. Here, let me find it for you, but I'm not allowed to take anything out of the shop. You guys know that, right?
We'll bring it back.
Don't bother worrying about taking or leaving. It's just like a library.
Okay,
Like
well, here's the
alone.
map. I don't think this is a great idea, though.
yeah, and Laura,
It's
you
not
pull
a
down
great idea. It's fantastic.
the old framed map from the wall. Dust sort of falls off the edges, and you lay it out on the table, peeling it carefully out of the frame and removing the frame, and you slowly stretch it, feeling the age of the parchment beneath your fingertips, the small imperfections, only masked by the beauty and the etchings of this island, Redbeard's Island. And on it, in Latin, which you read, it says, "A razor-sharp coral surrounding the reef. The island has traps. Be wary of the west gate. The east is safe so long as you leap." And it says, "Of the levers, pull only the middle and the one to the north." There's sort of like little writings all over it.
So, I'm sorry. What are we gonna do with the? It's getting really late, guys. My parents aren't home. I'm actually not allowed to have boys over.
Then we should
when there's
all leave
no-
this house because it's a perfect sleuthing hour.
That's right. And nothing's better than sleuthing, Chester, than
That's
doing
correct.
it during the sleuthing hour.
Sleuthing hour.
Sleuthing hour.
Sleuthing.
I thought sleuthing hour was like 10. It's 11. I think we missed sleuthing hour, guys.
Oh, a sleuthing 5 hours? 5 hour period? 6 hour period? We can do a 10-hour period if we want. It's very fluid, James.
Oh,
Like the
And I feel like-
sleuthing experience.
And I feel like Dick and Chester are like walking off as Jimmy sort of rounds the map with Laura and like starts looking at the actual details of what the two of you need to uncover.
Yeah, and maybe this is the point where Dick and Chester our innate abilities to kind of guide us come into play, and we're like, okay, to get across to the island, we're gonna need a boat. To get a boat,
Yeah.
we're gonna, and we do it in like song and dance sort of
Yeah.
thing.
And Jimmy, the
gonna
color
need a
drains
boat.
from your face when they say boat, because you actually, when your uncle died, he bequeathed you a small boat, which the Powell twins have forcefully dubbed the Peeper. And like every time you like don't you try you like polish it and you try so carefully to keep it, and anytime there's a boat to be used, they like immediately go for it.
And where are we gonna get a boat, Chester?
I don't know, Dick. Who would have a boat?
I don't know, Chester. Could it be our best buddy Jimmy
Jimmy!
with the
Peeper!
peeper?
I'm working on it. I'll get better, Dick. Don't worry. I will.
Yeah.
Peeper!
That's always a bit of
I
a-
don't like
Peeper.
taking my boat out on dangerous mysteries.
Oh,
My uncle gave it to
you
me at the
It
last
would be
night
dangerous.
that I have from him, and he was
Fine.
really important to me. He was more of a father to me than my actual father was, and I just
there's
really don't feel
anything-
comfortable.
I love more. It's help from my buddy Jim. my buddy Jim. Our buddy Jimmy, he's the
And
best.
being a friend
Doesn't
is
mind
never
having
having to
us
ask
do
why,
anything
Jimmy.
he does.
Okay, yeah, we can
Oh,
take
Jimmy, you're
the
amazing.
keeper.
That's right.
Not a scratch, Jimmy. Not a scratch. I promise you, not a scratch.
You always say that, Chester.
That's well, we never get scratches. It's usually very big dents and gouges. They're very different from scratches.
You have found the loophole.
Laura, you're sitting here with the two Powell twins sort of thrusting the investigation on you. What are you doing?
I'm looking slowly back and forth between the three boys and trying to assess how my popularity will change at school if I go with them versus if I'm a stick in the mud. And I'm trying to calculate, like, I know that my best friend Jennifer has got a crush on Chester, and like,
You think? You don't know which is which.
I mean, it's one of the two for sure.
One of the two handsome little boys.
And
You're very alike.
and so like
Laura,
we got in a fight the previous day, so I kind of want to make her jealous, but I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm just like sitting
Laura,
there with my little
not to try and pressure you, but the one time you didn't come with us, I got shot.
Yeah, I mean, we can't bloody read, so we followed all the wrong signs. I mean, it was a disaster, but don't mind saying so myself.
It said
actually
shoot on
kind of
sight,
incredible.
but we-
You know,
I mean, poor Jimmy nearly died.
You
It
make
was
a
really
convincing
awful.
argument, Jimmy.
Well, I also think that Laura is sort of like
die on the water.
I also think like Laura's like a bit of a Hermione where she's like, oh my god, these guys are idiots, and oh my god, I feel bad for Jimmy. But like, you're maybe the only one besides Dick that's also sort of intrigued by mystery. Like, you are kind of like, because you work in an antique store, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a
If
bit
I
of
don't come, you guys are just gonna mess it up. So fine.
yeah.
and that's
Like, so
when
maybe-
She's like the actual budding archaeologist. You two are trying to play after your dad, and Jimmy's just getting pulled along.
Yeah. And I think that's the point where Dick and Chester kind of come back to the table where the map is, and then we reveal the actual situation, like the actual plan.
Yeah.
Ready, Chester?
Very much so.
Okay. You're supposed to say ready, Dick. Ready, Chester?
Ready, Dick.
What we have here is a treasure map. Now, before our dad was stolen and had his finger chopped off,
Yes.
he told us that you had this map only to realize that there is a treasure here. And we both
And you're pointing
yeah,
at different spots on the map.
I was just say no.
Dad was
And then
never
Laura,
able to find
Laura
it.
picks up both your hands and like moves it to the proper
Yeah.
X point.
Oh, that's an X, is it? Oh, right. I see it. I see it now. I
thought it was
see
a
it now.
T. That's an X.
Maybe this is why Dad never found the treasure. I mean, it is on the map, very clearly labeled, but we didn't see
Yeah.
it, did we?
No, he was constantly pointing to both sides of it.
Smash
Well, now
cut
that
to
I
your
think
dad,
about it,
like pissed drunk,
like,
being like,
yeah.
I
this
think
is like, I
Dad
can't
needs to
fucking
get some
read it.
glasses.
You're picking it up. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs glasses. There's no other reason why his vision would be wonky.
There's a sort of a calm as you each share a knowing look that this adventure is one that is important if you're going to save your dad. And I feel like Laura, with an eye roll, gets out what she stores as the what's another word for sleuth?
Investigatrix.
The investigatress, which is a quad bike, which is a 4-person bike that you guys take on your missions.
My
Four-person tandem bicycle.
yeah, my grandmother got it for me when I was small because she was trying to pressure my parents into having more children.
A
but
quandrum.
It never
Even
happened.
you're like the one girl in school that's
I actually don't
riding
get to
around a
drive it
quad
unless
bike.
I hang out with you guys. So
No, you drive it, but on your own. You're like,
we drive.
perfect.
that's
The 4 of you head out. I kind of picture Laura in like a yellow slick raincoat, maybe. You know what I mean? Sort of like channeling Harriet the Spy a little
I've got
bit.
a little backpack too that I keep packed.
Yeah.
up just
Yeah.
for my own particular
Nice.
investigation.
Nice.
Yeah, I picture Jimmy sort of his glasses already fogging up with the humidity of the night wets, and
Yeah.
For Dick and Chester will have like sleeve-mounted umbrellas that kind of just go thunk. And we're just like
Actually,
cycling along.
No. We see Laura walk out with the slicker in the backpack. We see Chester and Dick with umbrellas and like flashlights, and Jimmy walks out strapping on a bulletproof vest. He's like just like velcroing it to his chest. He's like
An antique one from one of the old wars. Just because that's
Yeah.
the only one I could find.
exactly.
You said that Jimmy gets the night wets. Is
Yeah.
that something that's just something that's purely
No,
Jimmy?
no. Like I meant the humidity in the air fogs up his glasses.
But just him.
just him.
Night wets.
Yeah, just me.
The night wets.
It's like
night
an
wets.
area of effect thing around Jimmy.
You know, when it gets cool and the night wets set in and they fog up your glasses.
That's right.
And actually,
four
that
of
being
you-
said, it's kind of like I kind of picture like we're near the water, right? So it's like
Well,
sort of
you're a
this
little bit away
Goonies
from
town.
the water. Yeah, sort of.
It's
Yeah,
kind of what I picture.
Yeah.
Sort
Kind
of
of. Yeah.
the coastal town.
Yeah, it's very coastal.
Ride
I mean,
our
down
bike
by
down to
Shuttle
the
Bay, it's a
boat.
little bit of ways.
Yeah.
So you start biking right away. And I can, you're picturing biking through the night and the music's like...
Little dynamo light on the front of the bike.
Yeah. Dick and Colin
Our, like,
Chester
theme
just sort of
song?
leaning back. Yeah. Kids on bikes. And eventually you pull up to the peeper, and as you pull up to the boat, which like Jimmy's kept spick and span, you see My Little Boy like crossed out, like the name of the boat, and like in like backwards can't spell writing, it says peeper.
Peepor, like with an O.
Yeah, and the P's are backwards.
I don't understand how you guys have time to come down here and write that every single time. I clean it once a week. What are you guys? All right,
We're just trying to keep
hold
it named
on.
correctly.
Jimmy, you keep spelling peeper wrong. At least I think.
No, it's definitely spelled wrong.
Oh,
No, like the
okay,
little
I
boy
got-
is the name of the boat that his uncle gave him. Like it was like the boat came with that name. Like
Yeah.
and you guys are just crossing it out, being like, this isn't what it's called anymore. Which is funny because fun fact, the Hardy Boys named their boat the Sleuth, which is why I'm playing off
Oh, okay.
that. So this is Peeper.
The Powell Peeper.
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's your boat, Jimmy, but
There's sort of a calmness as you approach the shore. A thin mist clings to the water that laps slowly at the lakeside. I picture Dick sort of standing on a rock with his arms on his hips, and Chester a few feet behind him, and the two of them staring off at the island in the distance as Laura
like,
and Jimmy do the like back-breaking work of like dragging the boat into the water and like loading it up with gear.
Yep.
And there's a moment where they're separate. Laura and Jimmy, what are you two talking about as you're dragging the boat to the water?
I think we're just resigned to our fate. There's a.
You're telling me.
quiet...
it's. Oh no, you weren't saying that. Okay.
You should
I
say
am
that
now.
actually. Yeah, go with it.
Yeah, it's.
Why?
What do you think high school's
Jimmy,
gonna be like with
I
that?
sure hope that
Like
the
real
Powells
talk.
aren't there. Do you think maybe they might move away, or? I mean, I know that you're kind of close with them, but
I am, but I don't know. I'm honestly surprised they haven't died yet. And I think if they don't die by high school, I think they're gonna live forever.
it's
mathematically
possible.
likely.
And I feel like Laura pulls out like a bag from her backpack, and like there's like a good minute where the two of you are like, okay, no, well, why don't you take the suppressors and I'll take these, and
I
you're
pull
like
out-
giving up like
I
gear.
pull out a pack of cigarettes and I give him one, and we just we just sit in the back of the boat and we smoke and we
Oh, I
look
thought you
out.
were gonna be like, use these if you have to barter.
We look out at the water and we just like sadly watching the fog roll in.
It's more depressing than I was picturing, but fair enough. This character's bummed out. I was more getting like you guys are like prepping the war side of what happens. Like he's getting the bulletproof vest. He's like grabbing like blank shells and like little smoke bombs and like grabbing the gear that he's gonna need later. Like putting rope around his chest. Dick and Chester, what are the two of you talking about as you're staring out at the lake?
Chester's going to be trying to measure the distance from like the shore to the edge of where we're going, and he'll be like, now Dick, judging by the height of that tree over there, which I'm guessing is about 4 to 5 meters high, if we put that horizontally and we measure across, I can't really tell how far it is, but if I close my eyes and do this, it's about that far, which means I'm going to say it's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes in the boat. What do you think?
I think
You
That's
get
about
it,
right.
right?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's about right.
about that much, isn't it?
15,
Yes.
20 minutes. Yep.
15, 10 minutes.
Yep.
Got it right. Yes. Got it in one.
Again, we're
Yes.
again.
Gotta solve a mystery.
45 minutes later, you're still driving towards the island.
We also
It's nowhere
can't
near
tell time.
close.
It's
But
like,
as you were sort of
it's been about 10 minutes. It's just
yeah, that's the
No
time.
more than
It's like
10,
you-
definitely.
Looking at my watch.
10, definitely. And as you're moving towards the island, Jimmy is like, rowing it. I picture it's a motorboat actually, but however you want to do it.
We have a
Yeah.
motor on it.
We
that we just
insist
don't
that they
use.
roll. This is actually faster. Man versus machine. Man always wins. Look, the outboard motor's a bloody lie, and I'm standing firm on that. We're rowing.
true. Why do
All
I-
right,
all right.
Four of us
It's got
versus one
horsepower.
motor.
It's
Matt!
Jimmy like rolls up his
They're
sleeves,
lying.
revealing just these massive muscles. And
Nice.
He's so
He
built.
genuinely is
Every
faster than the
time.
motor. Fucking.
Yeah, and
Every
you're
single time.
rowing for quite a while. But I kind of picture Chester and Dick. You're sort of staring at the island, Laura as well. And as Jimmy is doing it, you actually notice that there are sort of small flecks of light coming from the island. It's sort of still and quiet on the lake tonight. The bay, which opens to the wider ocean beyond, seems calm, as if expecting your arrival. The blue moonlight sort of casts a stark shadow around the island before you, and in one of the tall windows on the tower, you swear you can see the flickering of a candlelight.
Cheston,
Yes,
do you see that?
I think I do. Did Papa ever mention lights in a tower?
No, we've been down here for years. We've never seen a light.
Not bloody
This is the
once.
first time.
Yes. Having said that, I don't come down here that much.
It was on that
But the
mission
times I've
that
been
my
here-
voice changed.
I
That
can't
is rather
believe it.
strange.
Do you think we'll find him, Cheston?
Definitely. We're gonna solve a mystery.
Laura,
I'm fine, Dad.
Laura's got her pen light out and she's looking at the map and she's reading the words of warning on
Yeah.
the map and she's like, it says something here. I don't know if my translation is correct, but I think that it says that there's razor rocks or something.
And as the words leave your lips, boom, the boat shakes with a hearty hit, and water starts springing up from between Dick's legs.
What could that be?
Oh
Sharp
no.
rocks? This is unexpected.
Yes, Chester will take out some like rope from a backpack and be like, everyone grab on! Let's tie ourselves together so we stay together.
No, that's a terrible idea. We have to pull
There's
the water out and
guys
touch
outside.
the boat.
Tie a bowline
Plug the
around
hole.
yourself so it stays strong. Bail it
bailing.
out. That is a better
Laura's
idea.
bailing as Jimmy's like grabbing the patch kit, and Dick and Chester are tied together on the side.
We're gonna
Like,
be
just, like,
safe.
latching each
Fucking-
other together tighter
Like
and tighter.
Andy and
Putting a
Ollie from
hard hat,
Bob's
like-
Burgers.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
somehow, because we're standing at the front of the boat and now we've tied ourselves together into one center heavy point, the
Yeah.
boat like lifts
The
up
weight is
over
balanced.
the sharp rock
Yeah.
and floats closer into land, just pushing us onto the soft beach.
Yeah.
Like somehow, like
Oh, 100%. And that's the thing. And it's like giving Jimmy the perfect opportunity to patch the boat too. Like all of the stupid, terrible things you do end up working and helping in a roundabout way. So like by doing that, you've given like the lift off the back end.
yeah.
Which is why these people are frustrated by you, because you sort of just work. You're like Mr. Magoo of detectives.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you tape up the patch, Jimmy, and the four of you find yourselves on the island.
Well, here we are.
It's quiet
Finally.
and still on the beach. You sort of see the remnants of washed up pieces of board, ships long ago crashing on these razor sharp rocks. And for a moment, there's a stillness, a quiet. It almost seems like the breeze stops, and a chill runs up your spine.
Looking up to the tower, the watchtower, this lighthouse, whatever it is the light still on? Is there still a flickering?
Yeah, give me a roll.
Okay. That's gonna be a 9. A niner.
You can't tell. if there's a light on at the Frankenstein place.
Oh, Chester,
How? Yes, Dick.
what were you gonna say?
How bright is it? Just that we can see a light, or is it quite like are the lights reflecting all around us, or that's just a light that we see?
It's just a light that you
It's just
see.
light,
It looks like it's coming from inside the building, and you know that this entire building has been completely empty for
And of the
billions of
debris
years.
that's on the shore, does any of it look relatively new?
Oh, great question. Why don't you give me a roll?
10.
Yeah, you look around, but you don't seem to see anything. Laura and Jimmy, why don't you two give me rolls with advantage?
Chester will be nibbling on some of the boards to see it. Yes, Cedar.
17.
Nice.
19.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like, Chester, you're convinced, nibbling on the boards over at the side, that no one's been here for like hundreds of years. And then the camera just like swaps over to Laura and Jimmy, who are standing next to like a fire pit. That's like clearly still smoldering.
If only we had a clue if there were people here recently.
Just nothing here, Dick.
It's almost as if
It's abandoned.
Guys.
Yes, Laura.
She's just pointing at the fireplace.
Did you do that?
Of course.
I don't think we're alone here.
Of course we're not. Good eyes, Laura. You've spotted a clue. We're not alone on this island. There must have been somebody here having a fire. I wonder if it was high school kids.
I hope so. She like
Check for
smooths
beer
down
cans.
her slicker jacket. a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit.
trying to look cool all of a
Oh,
sudden.
that's
Yeah.
a good thinking. Let's check for beer cans. And if they're
Yeah,
red
give
ones,
us a roll. You can find your dad just
An
from
8.
from the path of beer cans.
Another 10. Goodness gracious. Maybe we retired these already.
Yeah, I know you don't see any, but there's like cigarette butts around.
cigarette butts,
Again.
but no beer cans. Possibly not Pa. Is it Pa's brand?
Does Chester recognize the brand? He's gonna have like a good strong sniff to it.
No, you know your dad smokes Chesterfields because that's what he named you after.
No,
Oh,
these are not
so
the me's
sad.
that he smokes, and he like flick it away.
He's like, I love my Chesterfields. And
then
like
reaches
reach over
past.
you and grab the
Yeah.
cigarette pack.
Every time
take a-
Chester's be like, "It's me. He loves too."
I'm gonna take a look for clues.
Great idea.
around.
Give me a clue roll.
That's another 17.
Yeah, no, you sort
Wow.
of get the impression that this campfire, jokingly smoldering, is not actually. It does seem like there were maybe some kids who must have used it earlier tonight. Jimmy went black.
Well,
Oh no, he's gone.
did you lose power, Jim?
He just turned his flashlight off. We all have it on our faces right now.
Yeah.
Jimmy
He's
just turned
hoping-
his off.
He's hoping that we forget that he's here so that we go on without him.
So as the four of you are standing there, you hear something coming from the tower. A ghostly wail.
It's Pa.
It must be. That sounds like his singing voice.
Especially after a night of a 2-4.
No, goodness gracious, yes.
Battery exhausted.
Poor Jimmy. His light's battery is completely dead.
I
Battery's
go through
dead.
my backpack to
Always
try and
says
get
that.
some more flashlights for Jim, or some more like batteries.
Yeah,
for
you
Jimmy's
like take his
flashlight.
flashlight, you replace the batteries, and you hand it back to him
Yeah.
in a matter of seconds or minutes, perhaps. But yeah, the four of you hear a ghostly wail.
And I feel
Are
like-
there... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you.
Let's all
good.
go at once.
Go, I want.
How did
Go.
How far away from this tower are we?
Oh, you're a couple
Yeah.
hundred feet. There's like a winding stone staircase that seems to be disheveled and broken. It also looks like it goes up to a higher level in which you could enter from north, south, east, or west.
Ooh. I mean, let's approach the staircase, right? Cautiously,
Yeah.
tippy-toeing
Yes.
across the beach.
Slowly, the four of you begin climbing the stairwell, running your hands along the stone as you walk up to the base of the tower. Whoa, listen to that sound effect.
I love it.
Boom. And you find yourself at the base of the tower, an archway door leading into the dark inside of the tower before you.
Now, Cheston, I know we've got a lot of luck, and often when we run into these things, that's when we've got the best luck. But I'm thinking,
I find that to be true.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Should we rush in or take our time?
I don't know.
Just a
Yes,
suggestion.
Laura.
Yes, Laura.
Maybe we turn around and go back home.
Tally ho! Chester kicks the door in.
No.
Yeah, the door smashes in off of its hinges.
James will be back.
He's here. It's just his device got disconnected.
Oh, shit.
Smashes in like a shower of splinters, and you are greeted by the inside of the building. It's sort of cold, and a gust of air sort of washes towards you. And from deep inside, you hear once again this wail from high above you in the tower. This tower is large. It's at least a few floors.
Do we get the impression it only goes up? There's no down?
No, it also goes down.
Goodness gracious. So many floors.
Cheston, we saw the light
Yes.
upstairs in the
That
tower.
is true, Dick. I think we should probably... This is why you're 2 minutes older. I mean, it really shows in times like this.
I would normally say that it's very important for us all to stick together,
Okay.
but maybe
Gestures the rope again.
maybe we should split up.
Split up. Okay. 2 teams of 2.
Yes, you and Dick together, or Chester and you. I don't remember which one you are. And
I'm
then-
Chester.
I'm Dick.
I mean, I'm Chester. I mean,
Are you...
he's
No.
Chester. I'm Dick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Probably.
Let me try this. I am Dick.
I'm cigarette,
Dick.
your beer.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
That's how we always get it, you know?
Yeah.
Cigarette
yeah.
Chester, drunk dad Dick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The two of them look to each other and sort of like are excited to be teaming up as Laura and Jimmy sort of walk off in one direction. Chester and Dick, you move. Where do you go? Up, down, left, right?
Shall we go up? Like we
We'll
always
go up.
We're following pretty obvious clues. So we'll go up because that's where the light was.
Of course.
Probably where the next big clue is going to be.
It makes sense. Look, there's even wet footprints.
More
Mind
wet
you-
footprints.
Mind you, these are our wet footprints, and
Yeah,
those
you
wet
find you're
footprints-
walking in circles. You like kind of
Oh.
go up the stairs and then
This is
you
yours.
go around the tower and you go around it again. And then you go up a set of stairs and down a set of stairs, and then you run into Laura, who hasn't moved yet.
Oh, we're like MC Eschering around the place.
Well, you are, yeah, for some reason.
Oh, this is not an architectural. This is just what we're doing.
It's just you.
Did you
Laura,
need
How did you
help?
get all this way up here?
Oh, I'm just helping Jimmy.
We're on the 19th floor at least, Laura. How did you get up here so
Yeah,
fast?
and Jimmy's like at
Look,
this
there's
vacant
a door.
stare. He's like, he knows he's always going in first and getting stabbed and shit. So he's just like standing there trying to comprehend
I'm
what's
trying to
going
help
on.
him like get out of this dissociative state, and I just open the door behind us, and it leads back out to the outside. And I'm
Yeah.
like, see, we haven't moved.
Oh,
Oh,
did we do that thing again?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what
I
happens.
must serve a
when you're
purpose.
investigative geniuses.
Sometimes
Yes.
it's best to go back to the start. Every investigative genius knows that.
Rewalk your steps. That's what they always say. You must rewalk your steps.
Wet footprints.
Oh,
Wait.
we take off in the same direction.
Yeah, Dick and Chester
Yeah,
start
we
running
go
after
around
the wet
again.
footprints again. Meanwhile, Jimmy and Laura, you split up into teams of 2. Jimmy, you're standing next to Laura in this kick-down door of the tower. Do you guys go down? Do you go up? Do you explore the outside? Where do you guys go?
Well, Jimmy, I think the fastest way for us to get out of here is to find whatever is making that sound, or maybe prove to the boys that their dad's not here, and then we can get home and get some rest.
That sounds like a very good idea. So we should go. I mean, they're here
Basement,
looking.
right? Basement?
Yeah, basement. They're looking for treasure. Treasure ground, ground not up high.
Perfect.
Okay.
We jump back
Jimmy-
down. Jimmy, Laura, how'd you get up here?
No, no, Chester, no.
Look, footprints, Chester.
Same.
What? Wait, footprints!
Oh,
And they run off again. No, they just run off again.
it's ours.
We're on it this time, Dick. We've got the trail.
Jimmy and Laura, as they run off up the same stairs they've been walking back around in, you sort of head to the stairs down. And Jimmy, you sort of walk down, sort of shaking your nerves off, and a trap floor opens beneath you immediately, and you fall. Just Jimmy, you fall like good 3 feet as a spike rams its way through your thigh. You're like lying in a pit trap with like this like metal thing sticking out of your thigh, and Laura's just like leaning up above, like trying not to fall.
Laura,
in.
this is it. This is how it ends.
No.
I never
It's okay.
got to see boobs.
We'll take care of that statement later. And
Another
I like
spike comes up through his arm suddenly.
Another one. Yeah. That one was like delayed.
I like tie off a rope and I hop down and I'm just standing above him like, oh,
So,
where do we even begin?
Okay, so if you pry me out of here, I have some quick clot in one of the pockets on my utility vest here.
Okay, I can
There's
do that.
also
Oh,
some
God.
antiseptic and a sewing kit.
Oh, this looks broken.
And like Laura, you like put your hand on the wall and you like press a rock, and another spike just shoots up from his like other leg.
Ah!
Oh no.
It's okay. I still have my one arm free.
I get him all bandaged up. I
Yeah.
pull him out of the hole.
Yeah, and like Jimmy, you're like, it's like the movies, right? It's like Die Hard where he gets shot in the back and he's fine. You're like hurt. You're like just limping a little bit, despite these like thick, massive spikes having gone through you.
Yeah,
Get to the
yeah,
top
they're
just to
like
see
this.
us two running off again and chasing by footprints.
Just the tail end of the footprints.
Whispers.
Footprints!
But it does look like there's a trapdoor, like, or that it does look like the stairs continue on past the trapdoor towards the basement.
Great.
Okay. That was definitely the worst of it, right?
It doesn't look like you're losing any more blood, so I think we're good for now. Are you sure
Okay.
you're okay to continue?
Yeah. Things are only kind of sparkly, and I can still feel my feet. So,
Okay.
that's
okay.
better than most adventures.
All right. I'll go first this time. I'm gonna roll perception.
Yeah, you don't need to. You're fine. You like
Great.
walk forward and you realize that was like the pit trap. And as you walk forward and Jimmy coming behind you, you like trigger a line but keep moving forward as Jimmy gets a swinging sword in his shoulder blade. It just like comes down like shunk.
God, and there goes the other arm.
Jimmy, no!
It's okay. I can handle this one. And Jimmy
I run back to
goes
help
up.
him. I
He
like
goes up and he grabs the sword, but he doesn't grab it by the hilt. He just grabs it by the blade, and you see blood start to come from his fingers.
he falls backwards back into the
You
pit.
push the sword forward and then you turn around, the sword swings back down. It gets you in the same spot in the back. Like, oh no! Just keep doing that on a loop as Laura's just staying there like, oh god.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Dick and Chester, on your 17th go round, you realize that there's a ladder like heading up.
Oh, Cheston,
Dick.
it's a ladder.
Yeah, that I thought it was a wall feature. I thought it was that's a ladder. I thought it was a lot of
Me
picture
too.
frames. It's not.
Me too. Man,
We're
this is
so
why
in
we're brothers.
sync.
Can you believe it? My goodness. And to think we thought those were someone else's footprints for like 3 or 4 times. How many times did we do that?
I
That's
do
hilarious.
3, 4, 7. I don't know. It was a lot.
17 times that night we
should.
ran in circles.
Did you? Yeah. Did you hear screaming? I swear I heard screaming. It sounded like Jim.
It does. He does that a lot, though. I find. When
Yeah.
we do a little trick.
Yeah.
I hope
Bit
he's
of a
all
wuss,
right.
isn't he? A bit of a wuss. He's constantly getting hair.
Very strong though. Very sturdy.
absolutely.
Does scream a lot. He vocalizes a lot. Very
My-
vocal.
My favorite friend of all, of course.
Oh, he's a
Our
lovely
favourite
lad.
friend.
Love
Oh,
Jimmy.
yeah.
Up the ladder!
Here we go.
Yeah, and the two of you scamper up the ladder. And as you do, you find a frightening visage. At the top of the ladder, you see the top floor of the lighthouse. It's quiet. The stonework sort of having these half-moon windows showing out the night surrounding you. And
As
you
we're
get to the
nearing-
top,
As we're nearing the top, Dick's like, "Gee, I'm surprised, Justin. We haven't hit a single booby trap at all.
Not
I
one.
figured this place would be riddled with them."
yeah, but you're like climbing and you're like triggering them, and they're all like falling and like
Yeah.
walking. It's like,
There's like these.
oh my god, James! Poor
I am
kid.
having a
Kind of
I am
trippy.
having a time tonight.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, buddy. As you guys
Hey,
get to the top, you see a frightening visage. Is the camera just moving on its own?
Yeah, it does that. So it has this dumb
Really?
fucking feature where it just like locks onto a face and then we'll auto zoom in. So hold on.
Oh wow.
That's
I just need
amazing.
to hold still for a second and then. No? Do I
Never
not have
does
the
it when
face
you
anymore?
want it
I
to
saw it
happen.
I
do
know,
it,
of
but
course
yeah.
it doesn't.
I
That's
love
what brings
it.
the comedic value to this little
Yeah.
camera.
And then of
Just
course it
excited.
zooms out and loses balance and falls over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
dramatic for no
Oh,
reason.
God.
Well, it's I don't know, guys. I got nothing.
Ugh.
Oh, there it
So-
goes.
There we go.
As
So
you go to
we
the
just-
top, you see a floating visage. A ghostly apparition appears before the two of you, standing in one of the windows of the lighthouse.
Justin, come up here. And now we're both on the top ring together.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Top rung, yes.
Oh, we're like beside each other. Just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
on the ladder.
you guys aren't beside each other.
Ooh.
One stacked weirdly right behind the other one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Over on his back.
In a
like- yeah,
spooning
yeah.
sort of motion.
Yeah.
I love it.
I say, Dick, that's never Papa in a dress, is it? He's rather see-through.
Yes, Justin. I'd say if there's anything I've ever seen before, which I never have, that's a ghost. If I would say
ghost.
so.
That would be our first ghost, wouldn't it?
Listen, it's making ghostly sounds.
Well, let's speak back to it.
Leave this place.
Well, it's saying to leave this place, but you know,
Leave this
nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Why?
It's haunted.
By you?
Yes.
Why are you haunting this place?
Meanwhile, Jimmy and Laura are moving down the bottom steps towards the dirt floor of the tower. And as you get there, you see a large square room with offshoots, sort of like more modern things too, furniture and like wooden tables still, but it seems well lit down here.
This is actually a very nice place.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this, Jimmy.
Just now is when you're getting the bad feeling.
Yeah.
He says dripping blood, like he's like hunched over because his back is broken.
I think there's more to this lighthouse than what meets the eye.
Yeah, booby traps. Mm-hmm.
Follow me. And
Okay.
I go over and I investigate some of the furniture, take a look around. And
Yeah, it seems like it's been recently brought in here. It's like sort of assembled, and sort of the two of you flash your lights down a hallway as you hear movement.
then, what's that?
I don't know.
Here, hide. And I push him onto the couch.
Yeah. And as you fall onto the couch and you climb onto the table, you see a few like big burly guys walk in. And they're like, "Well, when are they supposed to be here?" And the other one says, "I don't know, but the light is on, so we gotta wait. They shouldn't be too long. Are you sure about this?" The other guy says, "Yeah, look, if we ever want to make it to the big leagues, we got to involve some major players. But they seem pretty serious, Rocco." "Yeah, well, you want to make money, you got to get into bed with dangerous folk." Smash cut to Dick and Chester as the ghost at the tower says, "Just fucking leave."
I don't know. Well, hold on a second. Do you have Dad's finger on you? We didn't bring it.
no, but I've got his ring. That's
Let's
the
show
most
the ring.
important thing.
I say,
What about this ring?
What about the fucking ring?
Okay, can we just talk normal for a minute?
I think we should. Have you seen the person who owns it? It's up
No, I haven't
apart.
seen a bloody person who owns it. And the man pulls off he's an older man, sort of sagging skin, grey, thin hair, small, wiry glasses. And he says, God, you're stupid. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you two dumb knuckleheads. Well,
I feel like we hop up, like up onto the ledge, because now this is clearly a villain, and we go into like villain apprehension mode.
yeah.
So I don't know, Chester's going to take out like some, those bolas that go like wrap around people's feet,
Yeah.
but really small ones with marbles on the end of them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to catch you, villain! And try to hook
And
his
it
feet.
bounces off him.
and Dick says something really serious, like, if it were for people like us, people like you would get away with a lot of bad things. And so,
Well, of course, that's the idea, you idiots. And he pulls out a little, like, Walter PP7. He's like, now, you two have messed up a great deal of plans tonight, but you're not going to get away with wrecking everything, okay? So back down the ladder now.
but we saw a light up here.
We're following the light.
We
Of
saw a
course,
light.
I lit a light because we're signaling someone. Now, back down the ladder, or I'll have to use this, he says as he waves the gun at you.
And that's when Dick points at the candle that's sitting in the windowsill that's not lit anymore, and he says, "Was it that light?"
And he turns, he's like, oh, drat. And he turns around, he like fiddles with a Bic lighter.
And that's when we both rush him and
Yeah.
push him out the window.
Yeah. And he falls.
Get on all fours and Dick pushes him over me.
Yeah, and he brutally just gets disintegrated at the rocks, like right by the entrance you came in. His like chest bursts open as like a sharp rock breaks through it, and he's just like lying there splayed out.
We'll apprehend him when we go back down.
Yes, he's not going anywhere. He's taking a rest.
And I figure like the two of you turn around to see the big burly man from downstairs behind you, and he just goes, well, that's not good, and he knocks you both on the head.
Oh.
The four of you wake up in a cell. It's cold and quiet. Jimmy and Laura, I feel like there's a scene where they sort of like saw you under the table and wrestled you in, but the four of you slowly wake up. There's a large grated bar on one side of the room, and one of the smaller guys sort of walks into the room as you each wake up. Oh, you're up finally, are you? You nearly messed up our plans. Who are you anyway?
Why? We're Chester and Dick Powell. Isn't that
Dick
right?
and Chester Powell.
At your service?
Please, we're just children. We didn't see anything. You can let us go.
Is that so?
Yes.
Please, my friend is really hurt.
He looks over
Oh,
at Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Me.
Times I'm pretty sure I've lost a lot of blood
Fell for the old traps in the tower, eh?
several
Yeah, that
times.
happens.
Yes.
There weren't any traps in the tower. We were all everywhere. There were no traps in the tower that we could see.
Yeah, none.
What do you think, Rocco? Should we let
him?
him go? Oh, I don't know. The guys are supposed to be here any minute, and they did kill Frank. Yeah, that's true. Why'd you kill Frank, huh?
Who's Frank?
The ghost?
The guy you pushed out of the tower.
The ghost that we
You
apprehended?
can't kill a ghost. They're already dead. So
Yeah.
that's not on us.
Nope.
Well, look. And he sort of turns around to Rocco, and he's like, look, Rocco, we do low-level crimes. If we want to get in big with these guys, we got to impress them. Let's just let these kids go, and maybe the cartel will think that we're, tough guys like we want them to.
The cartel.
He's like, well, I suppose so. Let me go see if they're here yet. He walks off. All right, kids.
I'm gonna level with you guys. I'm gonna be honest. We've been in this situation at least 50 times in the past year, and
I can't believe
it
you
never
guys have
ends
killed
well.
someone else. A third person this year. The two of you.
Yeah.
There's only three.
But I just want you to know that I know you think you're winning right now, but really, it's just gonna end real bad for you unless you just let us go. Can you please just let us go? Otherwise, these two over here, they're probably gonna come up with some cockamamie scheme, and you're gonna die, and I'm gonna get shot, and I'll still live, and I'll have the scars to prove it. But you'll
All right,
You'll
kid.
be-
All right. Look. I don't want to hurt no kids. You know, we're the common criminals, not those kind of criminals. So just sit tight. And you hear Rocker from upstairs. They're here. You just sit tight. We're trying to get in good with these funny fellas from just down south of us. They call themselves the cartel. They're supposed to be some big shots, and we thought, you know, pull over a little mom and pop shops and do some general store jobs, and everything will be fine.
Did you say cartel?
Yeah. And he walks out of the room, and like, as he's walking out of the room, you see like a set of like well-dressed shoes in like suits walk down with bags and bags of things, and on the tables they start unloading these like white satchels of cocaine, and they're like putting them onto the tables, and there's like sort of an awkward conversation. You hear like the heated voices. What do you mean? And the four of you are alone for a moment.
Are we tied up with rope or with handcuffs?
Neither. You're just in a cell. You're like in a large
Or
cell.
I'm not
on
tied
the
up.
wall. Yeah.
Cheston, Laura,
Yes, Dick.
Jimmy, look
Right.
at Dad's ring.
And I pick up Dad's ring,
And it's glowing.
it's got like a red gem on the top of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
it seems to be wearing away, and I start to pick at it a bit, and as it touches the ground, I see like a few little sparks. I'm like, of course, Dad's explosive dynamite ring, of course.
I
And
forgot
look,
he had that.
oh my
Dad has
gosh. But of
explosive-
course, and he starts to pick at it. If I just put a little bit here, and if we move over to the
Yeah,
other
I feel like
side of the
Chester
cell-
and Dick are like in the corner doing this. Laura and Jimmy, you're like watching through the bars as the cartel, things are getting heated in the other room. You see a man pull out a knife and start stabbing the eyes out of the guy who was going to let you out.
Oh my
Jimmy,
God.
He's
Jimmy,
like holding him against the wall. He's like stabbing him viciously as the other guy's being like held back.
Jimmy, don't watch.
There's like a pair of pliers and they're like going in
Jimmy,
with him.
pretend to be dead.
And Dick
Okay,
and
we'll just
Chester-
lie here. We'll just pretend to be dead, and then you'll
Chester
see us
looks
just
in the-
I'm dead.
Talking
A little
about like
bit
this
more.
explosion.
Just a little bit more.
That's probably
That's right.
about enough.
He probably
Right,
lived
all
through
we
that.
need
I mean,
is
I've
a-
been through worse, and I'm still here.
Of
No, Jimmy. There. Just pretend to be dead. Just lie down. Just lay back like
of
this.
a spark.
Okay.
If you can make any
Laura, do
fresh
you-
blood come out, I'm trying to push on Jimmy's wounds.
Yeah, I was about
more
to say,
blood.
Laura, do you
To
need
the other
some
side of the
blood?
cell.
And like he just like grabs his wrist and like squeezes a little
An
bit.
explosion like erupts and
Sorry.
like three of the rocks. No, it's perfect. And three of the rocks like fall over the wall, opening to a cavern that seems to be sort of within the walls of this place.
But
And
like the explosion, like it goes in such a way that it sends debris and everything going and killing the capturers, like whoever.
some of them. No. Like there's like some rocks fall, but more than anything, the two of you just realize that there's a way out, and the cartel, which are numerous, are just viciously murdering the two like low-level goons that brought them here.
Okay.
But Chester and Dick, yeah, you see the openings to like a secret passage.
Is there like a candle in the cell that's like lighting the inner side of the cell? If there is, Chester will just take it and be like, light! Let's go!
Yeah, and the two of you like skip off as Laura and Jimmy are like vomiting in the corner. And
Come
then,
on, Laura. Come on,
the cartel
Jimmy.
like turns to
The
you
secret
as the
passage.
explosion sounds.
You
Let's
hear
go.
like echoing.
Yeah.
We run.
You all start moving
Wait,
down.
right.
You see this sort of large chasm underneath this rock, this pirate island, Redbeard's Island. And as you move down, the light of the candle reflecting off the glistening stone walls, you get a sense of coming across a great mystery. As you reach the bottom, there are 3 levers surrounded by a central pillar. One to the north, one to the east, and one to the west.
Cheston, do you remember the stories Dad used to tell us about this place?
Yes.
These are exactly how he described it. Deep caverns, glistening walls of
Levers everywhere.
yeah, levers.
He
And
never knew which ones to pull. Does
never.
that mean we should pull all of them?
All 3 of them. Of
All
course.
3 of them?
Only we had a
Chester,
better way
Chester,
to
Dick,
decide.
guys, no.
What? No.
Jimmy, Laura,
Remember
Remember
the map?
the map?
The map.
these are levers.
Yes,
that
not
were
maps.
mentioned on the map.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Go on.
So the middle lever, right? And then the northern one,
Yes.
Jimmy, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so only those ones
that
and
sounds right.
no more.
And if that doesn't work, we all
Then
of them.
all of them, of course. Right, Chester.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
That's right. So
Middle...
you get on that one, Laura.
Okay.
Jim, you get on that one, and
Okay.
Chester and I will get on this one.
Ready to
Now,
pull it down
at the same time.
should it not work.
Okay.
So we're all going on 3, is that right?
No, no, Chester.
Right.
Laura and I will go on 3, and you and Dick
Oh,
do
you know what?
nothing.
Jimmy, we've been no, we've been forgetting the most important thing, which is that Dick and Chester have a special mission.
Right, the
We
mission.
forgot the
We
special
do?
mission.
Special mission.
Well, you were talking about the ghost upstairs.
Yes, there was a
and
ghost upstairs.
We were thinking that probably there are ghosts in every room,
Yes.
and that you need to find the special ghost
Yes.
here now while we do the lever. So you guys just stand
Fair
right,
deduction.
just right over there. Just stand
Excellent.
right over there.
We'll
And
just
then,
leg it to the nearest, like a fair special ghost.
Hey, Chester,
and
you knew
Dick-
there was a reason we bring them along everywhere.
And Dick and Chester run off to the wall as like Laura and Jimmy like are looking at the 3 levers. The Powell twins, you sort of enter like a little side room. It's like a little crypt area. There's like skeletons on like, alcoves carved out of either side of the wall as you enter this small room, which is for some reason, lit by your candle.
Yeah,
Just gonna roll to, like, investigate.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Oh, 19.
Huge.
Yeah, there's like a small keyhole ring sized in this room.
Oh. Dick,
Mm.
look at this.
What is it, Chester?
Show me Papa's ring.
Papa's ring. Here it is. Here, I'll
He'll
pass
take it.
to you.
He'll take it, and he'll like. I knew it'd fit me. He can have that back now.
Thank you.
Oh wait,
Wait a minute. Yes.
it's actually a
I'm-
bit bigger on me than it is on you. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did see a keyhole there. I don't know what you think of that, but I'm gonna get his finger off one of these skeletons and try that. He'll run off and just like be like fiddling around.
And I
with
feel like
the
there's a
skeleton
shot
finger.
where Dick looks at the ring, looks at the hole, looks at the ring, looks at the hole, looks at the
These
hole.
fingers won't come off.
Noah and Jimmy are like, maybe you should put. Well, I'll let you guys speak. Sorry.
No, they're not in the same room.
I think we're in a
the
different
side
room.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
It-
yeah, there's just
Chester
a
will come back
whole
and be-
scene of
Yeah,
Dick.
both of us just like,
it's sort of circular,
yeah, like a stone.
and that's when Dick like puts his hand up against the wall, sort of leaning, sort of
And
like
accidentally puts it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
What do you
turns,
think about this? Yeah.
and the wall
Ooh.
erupts and opens before you.
It's opening, Justin. Laura,
I knew it.
Jimmy.
It was that
Come
finger I
in
pulled over there.
And standing before you, you see a tight, thin passageway.
Ah, tight and thin passages,
That's where it
just
goes.
the way I like them.
That's how ghosts like them too. I'm given to understand. Right, let's go. And Jess will start like shimmying down. How
Yeah.
thin? Kind of like
Very
shoulder
thin,
width,
thin
or
enough
like
to shim.
sideways?
Yeah, like you got to walk sideways, and the two of you shimmy in as the passage closes behind you. Meanwhile, Laura and Jimmy
We're in
are
it
standing
now.
at these like levers,
Mystery.
and you pull them in the right way.
We do. We pull
We
it
do,
exactly the correct
absolutely.
way.
Yeah, and like this, this like drawbridge falls, which is like across the way, and you slowly cross without waiting for the Powell twins. Maybe you look
Yes.
back. Maybe you go back and look, and you don't see anything or something.
Yeah, there's like an empty room.
Do you do like
gone
hear
again.
like
Let's go this way, Dick. Yeah.
Knowing them, they'll get to the exit before us even. Come on,
we
Jimmy.
just gotta. Yep, we gotta keep going, Laura.
We go.
The two of you
We hustle.
enter into this sort of spiral staircase that moves down deeper into the earth. It's cold and dark, and as you get to the bottom greenery, you see sort of this overgrown, mossy-looking cavern wall. A long offshoot, and at the far end you see a chest. It looks plain, sort of like a stone chest.
Jimmy,
Yeah, what?
do you think... Could that be treasure?
Maybe.
I know that literally everything those twins say is always wrong.
Right.
But what if in this one instance, now follow me, what if they're right? What if inside that chest is something more incredible than we'll ever know in our whole lives? And what if we leave this island tonight without looking in there, what if we regret it for the rest of our lives?
Laura, I've been stabbed, trampled, stabbed, shot, stabbed, poisoned one time.
A lot of stabbing in there, hey?
A lot of stabbing, Laura. A lot of stabbing. And you know what? If all of it has led to this one moment in which we discover the secrets behind humanity and adventure and friendship, I think it'll all be worth it.
All right, let's go. And we
They're just in
move.
the walls. You can't even hear it. You can't even where they are. They're just somewhere in the walls.
We move over to the treasure chest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Slowly, you exit this like long hallway to see this like rounded platform. It's like pretty wide underground. And as you slowly approach,
Man, I kind of want it to be that Jimmy and Laura are like, we have to like go from platform to platform and then blah, blah, blah. And we like get there and then fucking Dick and Chester are just like, there's the treasure. And they're like up there ahead of us.
don't worry, it's even better than that.
Tell
So
us.
as you approach this sort of treasure, you hover your hands over and pull the lid back to see that the treasure inside, it's empty.
What?
It's just full of stones, ancient, dusty stones.
Oh. Rocks.
And then
How-
suddenly, the platform begins to rise. The circular platform you stand on begins to rise above to a cavern up above.
And I'm clutching at Jimmy and I'm like digging my hands into his wounded arm.
And
Yep.
as it stops, you look towards an opening with stone steps familiar to the tower walking down. 7 cartel goons stand there with guns, each pointed at you. One of them shoots Jimmy. Bam! The shot goes right through your wounded shoulder as Jimmy spins and falls.
Like through the bullet wound that you already had.
Exact.
Yeah. You
It's not even an exit wound.
You think you could take from us, the cartel guy says. He drops the severed head of the goon that was in the tower already. The 7 of them walk towards you in nice shoes and pants. Kids, no witnesses. And they load their Uzis up, ready to fire upon you. But then the muffling grows a little louder. What the hell is that? And at that moment, the Powell twins exit from opposite sides of the ceiling, right before swinging vines. There's only a second as the cartel kind of looks up at what the hell these two do before the Powell twins.
And as these stone doors kind of flop open, these huge slabs of stone land on all the cartel, you know?
Yeah, like, no, what happens is you grab this, like, rope to, like, jump and slide down on, and as you pull them down, the, like, doors to this passage just go whoop, and, like, all the cartel just get crushed immediately before you.
Laura's just sprayed with a
just
wave
like,
of blood.
like a full deluge of, like, gore, and then as you, like, let go of the ropes, the doors open back up, and like sinew gets like stretched between them and just like
But also Jimmy's like foot, like just his toes.
yeah.
Aw,
Also in there.
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's just lying on the floor like bleeding.
Yeah, Jimmy, is that all yours?
Oh,
Like pointing at all of the gore on the wall.
guys, I think we're on the right path. Look, we found this, and it's like, is there a do we find a treasure?
Yeah, I feel like Jimmy's lying on the ground. All of them are dead. And as Jimmy's looking up at the ceiling, Jimmy, you see sort of this like cylindrical shield, like weird button almost. You know, it kind of looks like some sort of light. And I feel like Jimmy, instinctively, you just like flash your light on it, and suddenly the platform you're on actually physically opens. It sort of like turns like an iris. And just another small set of steps fall down into this complex machine where you see already the glowing gold of a chest that lies just beneath the fake-out chest.
You're a genius, Jimmy! He'll pat his sore shoulder.
Yeah.
See?
You're amazing!
We couldn't have done it without you. Or you, Laura. Come on. Maybe Pa's down here too. Oh gosh, I feel real bad. He's got his finger cut off. He must be in so much pain.
I'd imagine so.
Laura's
Could you
just
imagine
sitting there
going
looking
through
like
such pain?
Carrie.
Yeah.
Just
But also like
covered in
holding
blood.
Jimmy as he like bleeds out. Dick and Chestern, you walk down the steps to see a chest. It's small, not too big, but it's filled with riches and gold and doubloons.
This is it. This is it, Jackson.
The treasure Papa always wanted to find.
We've solved
Solved a mystery!
And as the two of the Powell twins walk back up and put the chest down before the two of their bloody and beaten friends, I imagine there's sort of a moment where Dick like pulls out the letter again, kind of being like, you know, why? What the hell was this? And you see very clearly for the first time, Laura, that it doesn't say Redbeard. It says buy bread. Like in a very clear lettering, it just says buy bread. And it's underlined.
What the fuck?
I was gonna say, imagine the letter actually said red beer. Like we actually.
Yeah.
Red bear.
And as the camera pans away and the four of you are standing there, we see 30 more cartel flood into the building. And
Fine.
it's fine.
Yeah.
No,
fine.
The Powell twins left behind the wreckage that was the Gore and sailed home with the treasure chest. After insisting it belonged in a museum, none of them were benefited by its gold. But the Powell twins got a fair and mounted adventure out of it, and Jimmy lived to fight another day. As for Laura, well, let's just say no one thought she was any cooler, but everyone did think she looked pretty nice with those expensive earrings. She lifted from the treasure chest!
Stole them.
And we're going to end there for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, guys.
Yay.
That was fun. That was
That was a
great.
blast. Great job.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Lots
The
of
Powell
fun.
Twins Mystery Hour. Yeah, good job. You've all been asking for the Powell Twins for a long time. I'm glad we finally got to do it for you.
You're welcome.
They've been begging and begging for the Powell Twins, so
That was the summer where Jim and Laura really fell in love and got married.
that's what we need.
we got
need
married as
more
13
voiceover.
years old.
Hold that.
13-year-old.
The Powell twins were like, they volunteered themselves to be your best man and maid of honor.
Yeah. And then
got
that's
really
the
burned
day
at the
that
wedding.
Jimmy lost his legs as well.
Mm-hmm.
it's just like my wedding day. The day
And he
I
never
lost-
shuts up about it.
To this day, Dick
Just a
and
pair of
Chester
legs, Jimmy.
didn't need to get married because they had each other.
Brilliant. Great job, guys. Excellent
That was
job tonight.
fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Hey, good story, Harlan.
That was
Thank you.
great, yeah.
That was,
That was
fun.
wonderful.
Yeah, I put a lot of time into it, and I definitely don't have a bunch of just single words here like break in, burning smell, which I wrote down as you said it, bombs around the island, which we didn't use, razor sharp coral, ghosts, island greenery ? Traps ? This is as far as Dad made it, which I didn't use. Secret wall / lever, not ghosts! ! Local drug dealers trying to meet the cartel, and then I wrote pirate zombies.
Classic.
Pirate
So,
zombies.
Definitely we didn't get to the zombie
Didn't
part.
get to the pirate zone.
That's,
They're in our
that's the
hearts all the
sequel.
time.
That's going to be part 2.
Wow.
The Lost City that was under the ground, and also is a place where you can find the answers to the questions
In
that
your
you've
dreams.
asked in your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us tonight. Don't worry, plenty more Powell Twins to come, I promise you. Have a great one. As my brother always likes to say,
Yabba dabba doo.
yabba dabba doo!